And we are. Welcome back to the endless fields of the millionth agri-world of the Imperium. Where something bit more than just weeds is growing, or was, I should say. So, what news do you bring from the fields, my dear Astartes?
We radio the governor about this first, or the... No, we need to tell the watch commander, brother. There was a chaos taint in there.
That we do. Probably best not to inform the governor of this, lest he accidentally incite the wrong people.
Wait. Can we vox up to the... crap, how come I keep forgetting? The righteous glory?
Mm-hmm.
Vox Master of the Night Glory, come in.
Put us through to Watchmaster Jackus, please.
Right away,
Report, brothers. What have you found down there?
Watchmaster, we have uncovered a taint of chaos. We fought a creature, a massive plant, deep within an abandoned tower here in the fields. We slew it, but we have some of its seeds with us.
Not on us, but we have it in front of us.
No, on us. I picked some up before we came down here, brother, and he'll pull one of the seeds out.
What color is it, brothers? Of the known 4 colors. Blue,
It is.
green, red, or purple?
It is the green of rot, Watchmaster.
Emperor, protect us. Is the population compromised? Is the Exterminatus warranted? Is this planet salvageable?
Fortunately, we came early before he could fully corrupt the planets. We have stopped it before it's fully corruption.
It is a rare occurrence to have such good news. Though the taint of chaos rarely leaves without leaving traces behind.
I'd suggest probably having a chaplain come over and investigate to make sure it's fully corrupt-free.
Master Chaplain and the apothecary Amael will be joining you planetside, brothers. Well done. You are to remain there and see this mission finished, along our chaplain and apothecary. Emperor's grace be upon you.
May the Allfather preserve us.
And you receive notifications of the apothecary and the chaplain being on their way. You have roughly 15-20 minutes until their drop pod reaches your location. It will land somewhere around here.
I will say to the guardsmen who drove us out here in their formation, if you see a large object falling from the sky, do not stand underneath it. Also rejoice, brothers, for today not only have you worked to cleanse your planet of a great evil in assisting the Emperor's angels, you are going to be honored with the presence of both a chaplain and an apothecary. So stand up straight.
They stand at attention. Sir, yes, sir. One of them stands out a little bit and starts boasting. I did that, lads. I did that. I saved us again.
Get in line.
Immediately, he looks down and returns to a stand attention posture. And the others sort of scold him, whisper to him, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. You're gonna kill us all." And make an awareness test. It's a hearing test.
I've got my helmet on, so it's just gonna be awareness. Right. Okay. Can I get some dice? Or
Correct.
thank you. It's always weird how they spawn in. It's like these big beige blocks. Okay. Awareness. That's no. That is a fail.
Fortunate.
Let's see what I roll. Awareness. Yep, no.
It's just the guardsmen talking to one another. Others are boasting, others are more fearful. Everybody is expressing their feelings about what has transpired the last few hours.
Yeah, I'm just standing at attention while me and my battle brother over here fight off the chaos demon.
Uh-huh.
Come on, if we'd brought them in, they all would have died in like the first, maybe second round at best.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have gotten injured.
Well, you make a point. Are human lives more important than Astarte's wounds?
I don't know. What?
Given the amount that they keep producing, probably.
A few minutes pass, and indeed, a drop pod arrives.
Oh, before I forget, Ingvar reloads. He had like 2 bullets left in his pistol. Just making that out there, just in case anybody's keeping track besides me.
I have so many people on the Twitch chat saying, "Oh, well, he didn't reload. What is this? Unrealistic."
Just like, he can't semi-auto burst. He only has 2 bullets left. What?
Another Hollywood blunder.
Thank God I don't have to worry about that. I just gotta make sure they manifest instead.
Yeah. Lucky, and you only get sent to the other side of the warp if you mess up.
That was traumatizing.
I believe it.
Let's see. Not ideal.
We're going to have to report the 2 humans that consume these seeds, brother.
That we do.
I believe their lives are going to be forfeit.
It's better them than everyone else in this planet.
True enough.
Where's my models? Let's grab this. This will be the apothecary stand-in, and we also want a chaplain. That's a good-looking one. Do I have an apothecary in here? Not really. Okay. So, the drop pod lands. Even if you did warn the guardsman, the sheer weight, the loudness, the almost explosion-like thunderous sound of the drop pod landing has some of them screaming. They immediately drop down prone to cover themselves, not realizing what has just landed is an allied force.
Greetings, brothers.
And they approach. They quickly take a look at the sorry PDF. All, all the guardsmen are either hugging the chimera or have fallen down seeking cover. The apothecary approaches.
Yes, noble humans. We need you. You are safe. Our brothers, hallucinating were heavily disrespect.
The guardsmen are just speechless.
I told you, guardsmen, this is an honor. Stand up, be merry. Few will ever be able to share a story such as the one you will share this day.
Oh, if I had known, I would have worn my clean uniform, sir.
A dirty uniform is a well-used uniform. Sorry, Go ahead.
Yeah, the guardsman says, well, mine was no longer clean the moment the drop pod landed.
Ingvar is going to put his hand over his face and just say on the private box, this planet needs excessive retraining for its forces.
Agreed. Anyways, we should show them where we found the plants and seeds.
Yes, Ingvar will produce, he'll produce the largest seed that he took above ground.
Mm.
This is the vessel that holds the taint. A retriever of what were they called again? I'm sorry.
Scabies?
Scabies, thank you. Scabby, whatever that is. Retrieve some of these while out in the field. I found these not far from here, but the main infestation was in that tower, and he'll point to it.
The chaplain will approach, standing in front of you, looking closely at the seed. And he will turn to the guardsman, pointing towards the seed at the same time. And he'll say,
Look, men and women of the Imperium, this seed, this foul object, it emanates corruption. You have proven your worth by your hate, by your righteous belief to the Emperor's power. You have stayed in the righteous path. I will gift you with a prayer.
and he will indeed chant a small prayer, blessing these men and women for surviving even the thought of chaos. It is known that whole star systems have fallen for less. Now it is either that this seed is too weak to corrupt them as it is, or that the guardsmen have indeed resisted its allure. Either or, they remain uncorrupted. They will join, some of them know the prayer and they will join in, following with the symbol of the Aquila with their hands. And the chaplain will then approach you too, and through private talks will whisper something.
Any individuals that are beyond saving are to be executed on the spot.
There are only two.
They consumed these seeds. One was the retriever of them, the other a prominent noble. They're both in custody.
We shall waste no time then. Where are these individuals located? Lead me to them.
Come with us. Yes, come with us. And we will go find them. Probably at this point, do we need to vox the governor, brother, or I think we can handle this alone.
He does not need to be made aware of this.
Shall we go to the holding cells?
Alright. The apothecary is taking a quick look at the guardsman, not finding anything of importance. He seems to be a bit not worried. He's taking a closer look at Verilis and is inspecting him for quite some time now. It's been like a couple of minutes.
Well spotted, Chaplain. I neglected to mention, I had Verilis analyze these seeds, and he shut down temporarily after. I certainly hope that he can be protected from whatever corruption is in these.
The chaplain will look at the apothecary. The apothecary will meet the chaplain's gaze. And the apothecary says,
I assure you, Master Chaplain, if my search is in any way compromised or shows signs of weakness or corruption, I will not hesitate. You have my word.
Very well. Brother Amael, I will be watching.
As you should.
I hope it was clear who was talking.
Yeah.
Okay. And Verilis will stay with Amael for now, as the chaplain will start walking towards the city where he assumes the holding cells are.
All right, yeah, and Ingvar will lead him to the holding cells where I can't remember the name. Oh wait, actually, I can look it up because let's see where Emond Creel. Oh no, excuse me, Tamon Baldric.
Baldric.
Is being Baldric is being held, and where and his Scrabber.
Mm-hmm. Making the dice persistent. To the holding cells. I'll pick a few guardsmen along the way. There we go. Loading all the millions of assets I have amassed throughout the ages. I will hide the rest of it so it won't be distracting as much as possible anyway. Here. There is other people in the holding cells as well, of course. Other prisoners. And there is only very few arbiters present. Okay.
When we come to the cell that has Baldric in it, Ingvar will indicate.
Hmm.
This is one who consumed the seed, Brother Chaplain.
In this cell. The scabby, of course, is bleeding innocent. Says he's feeling himself, as always. But he doesn't feel anything different. Anything changing. That he's clean, that he's clear. That he's requesting to be given a certain concoction that is said to cleanse the soul of any sins. Though that is not widely known to be effective. But there are a few bottles of it, empty bottles of it, around his cell. One of the arbiters is also present. The chaplain takes a good look at the man. Nice. And we'll ask the arbiter to unlock the gate. The arbiter does so. And you see Baldric that was stuck to the door as if trying to squeeze through and get out. The moment it was unlocked and the arbiter took a step back and the chaplain approached. Small chaplain. You see Baldric now taking steps back. The chaplain hasn't said a word and just paces towards him. Baldric trips over his own feet and falls down.
He does that. Especially when he's nervous.
You see the chaplain hunched over him. The Vox is still open with the chaplain and you can hear him breathing heavily in his helmet. And in this dim lit room, you can see the glow of his visors sort of fill the room, giving it a reddish hue. And beyond the chaplain's breathing, you can hear the faint voice of Baldric pleading him to save him, to help him find the path again. There is a single word that comes from the chaplain's mouth.
Pray.
Baldric does so indeed. He gets up to his knees, and starts praying. He's going to make a Common Lore Imperium test. $19, not bad. Baldric seems to be reciting every known prayer that is in the Imperium, trying to appease the chaplain. And when he runs out, he starts repeating the same phrase over and over again. The Emperor protects, the Emperor protects, the Emperor protects. This goes on for minutes. Long, torturing minutes for Baldwin, I forgot his name. For Baldric. So long that his mouth dries, his eyes water, and he starts to cry. Meanwhile, the chaplain has remained still in front of him, still breathing heavily. Baldric stops repeating the phrase and he coughs. Too tired to continue. He needs to catch his breath. Master Chaplain turns his back to him, leaves the room.
This one is free of taint. His will needs to be stronger, however. He is to be kept in these cells.
What were you going to say, sorry?
Just by the Allfather's grace.
Bring a missionary here to still this man's resolve, to make sure that his weakness does not occur again, that this instance is never repeated, and any other sign of any other individual that might sow the same signs of doubt or of curiosity towards the unknown is to be treated the same way. Solely to the second individual.
And yeah, Ingvar will lead him there.
Mm-hmm. The apothecary has also joined you. The other individual is at another holding cell. Here. Again, this guy jumps to the door, wanting to be let free, thanking the Emperor for bringing a chaplain, so that the chaplain may lead him to the right path, that he will assure everybody of his purity. And he thanks you for saving him, thanks you for returning him to the Emperor's way. And you see... Yeah, go on.
Oh, just the only one who can return you to the Emperor's way is you, my friend. But the chaplain will see if you can be redeemed for your misstep.
You see doubt forming in his face. The chaplain again asks for the arbiter to open the door. He does so. And a similar scene takes place. The chaplain walks in, again filling the room with the red hue from his visors. This guy slowly steps back, sticking to the far end of the room. Completely... It seems like he's completely surrounded, even though the chaplain is just one person. The chaplain again repeats.
Pray.
And he does so. Again, you see a man praying at the best of his abilities, making sure to recite the canticles and the blessings, the prayers, to their fullest extent, not skipping any line, any part of them. To the point where he too, just like Baldric, starts to get tired. His eyes start to water. His mouth dries up. He needs to catch his breath. Stops. And the moment the praying stops and he takes a shallow breath, respite, you see the chaplain immediately take his hand onto his bolt pistol, and there is an immediate reaction by the guy who restarts praying, though his mouth is too dry, his voice too tired. And through the coughing, through the crying, he prays that the Emperor will protect him, that his soul might be saved, that his blessings, endless and infinite that they are, will come and find him, as his faith is a beacon, a light, tearing through the darkness of the universe in its furthest reaches. And he continues to pray, continues to chant, until he too can no longer, coughs and spits. Stay down.
Brothers, you have done the Emperor's this work, you have saved these men. And by extent, it seems you have saved this planet, this agri-world, and with it countless lives of loyal imperial citizens. Very well done.
And I have done the duty of Russ. Excuse me. I have done the duty that Russ and the Elf are put upon all of us. It warms my heart to know that this world can be preserved.
And then Lucian will respond back after that. Anything for the Emperor?
Despite our victory here, we must still remain vigilant. There might be other individuals that have found or even consumed these seeds that remain outside the borders of this city and have remained outside our gaze. It might be prudent to have the PDF begin a search or an investigation of any individuals that live outside the borders of the city and look for people that might have come in contact with these seeds around the area where you found them, where they spawned. I will also be going to that site myself to purify it, to cleanse it, in hopes that it may no longer be home to such vile presences.
I have one thing to add, Brother Chaplain. During our investigation here earlier, I have came upon a unsanctioned psyker. It seems this one has talents with what was it? Divination.
Another plague finds this world. No moment for rest.
They were actually able to assist us with this. They gave us some clues needed to find and close the investigation before we have called upon you.
Trickery and witchcraft. This is another threat to be taken very seriously, brothers. Even if they have assisted you once, they might be attempting to weaken you, to soften you up, to lure you away from the Emperor's path, to corrupt you, to take you on their side, to lead you astray. Be vigilant, be faithful. Are there any other messages, insights that they have shared with you? Have
Sites where
they...
these
Yeah, go ahead.
sites where these seeds grow, or sites where there are other communities? There seems to be some division on this planet. Most citizens live in cities like this, but others live in slums outside of them. They are apparently the natives of this world.
feral strains of human that have evolved in parallel to us, to humans. They might be a form of subhuman. It is worthy of investigation. I shall start at once.
As you say, Chaplain.
The chaplain will turn to the highest ranking arbiter and say,
Arbiter, if these men show any sign of mutation, of corruption, you have the right to execute them on the spot.
the arbiter will accept the command. And the chaplain will start to go. And you also see the apothecary just barely making it in time to see the chaplain storm out. Verilus seems to be normal, hovering behind the apothecary, cleaned up.
He has been of great service. I cannot thank you or him enough.
I am happy to share that. His diligence, his talents, his capabilities has made him a worthy ally to me in the past as well. It was only right that I gave him the honor of becoming a civil soul for our watch. He was shaken, I can say. I had to fix him to be because you, the Emperor, blessed once again. And given that the Virtual Net is free of corruption, it might be worth requesting a better box for my friend here.
To which the Servo Skull will answer,
My lord.
Never gets old.
Ingvar smiles inside his helmet. It truly doesn't.
you can also feel the apothecary smiling inside his helmet. Though there is a silence. There is silence, but you can still feel it. You can still sort of hear the small alteration in his breathing pattern due to the smile on his lips. and he will also have him take a quick check of the individuals, both of them.
They appear to have been cleansed of any corruption that might have befallen them. Whatever it was you did on that tower seems to have had positive consequences. Though I do not know if anything similar ever arises again. That will also cause this mutation to flare up again. But for now, their bodies are as clean as can be. I am afraid that their souls might be in need of assistance. And as I can see, our brother Chaplain has already started his work. I cannot say I agree 100% with his ways. They do appear to be effective, however. And that is exactly what we need in these daring times, these trying times. We need results.
Truly. To keep this world safe will require purity of spirit, far beyond what we have already done. Apothecary, is it at all possible for you to analyze these seeds, or would that put you at too much risk?
I have indeed not intended to start tests and trials on it. However, I believe that it will be a precarious task. As this seed affected individuals on this planet, it might as well start to do so on a ship or any other facility. I do my tests. Some things are better left unknown.
Guess we burn it then.
It will be prudent. Fire cleanses all.
And I have some guardsmen who will be eager to watch it burn.
Though we should probably make sure that you do not inhale any of the smokes.
We'll get them gas masks.
I brought some sanctified Promethean blessed fuel with me on the drum pot. A canister too. Its fumes will not only keep us or any that breed them safe, they will also remind everyone of the purity of his blessed weapons, of his blessed tools of war.
Perfect. Let us go and be rid of this.
And it might even send a message to whatever foul manifesting these things.
Is it okay if I do a Cyanesians check to make sure everything is fine on this planet?
Yeah,
I got it. Wow. First roll, first time, got it. I usually fail after like. I usually fail like 5 or 6 times before getting one.
You can still feel a certain aura emanating from the seeds. It's like the more you focus on them, the more you look at them, they start to affect your other senses as well. You start hearing them, you start tasting them, you start feeling them at the tip of your fingers. You start to smell them even through your filters on your mask. And the moment you look away, the moment you think of something else, the moment you take your thoughts away from them, it's gone.
I think it's best that we do burn them right away. These things are way too dangerous.
And let us be rid of them with all haste.
Agreed, brothers. Here's the sanctified, blessed Promethea. You may do the honors. You have earned it.
Alright, now we'll go. Ingvar will take the seeds. He'll go far outside the city. He'll use his jump pack to get farther relatively quickly. Try to get away from people. And then, yeah, he'll light up the Prometheum. Oh, he'll put the seeds, the 3 that he took, in a little tripod type formation. He'll pour the Prometheum all over them. He's using, and then he'll light it up.
You do so successfully. And as they burn,
Is there a check I need to make, or
make a willpower test plus 20.
plus 20? Okay, I'm gonna need that. What is my willpower? Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely am gonna need that. Just
Man, that
barely
plus
made
20.
it, but I
He saved you.
yes, it did. Oh my god.
That's what Blessed Prometheum is for. As you burn the seeds, it doesn't feel like you burned an inanimate object, even if a seed is part of a living organism that is a plant. You start hearing...
Is
Yeah,
it just me?
Well,
here we go.
can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, there was like a lag skip.
Okay. Even though you're burning seeds that are closer to an
heard-
inanimate object.
It's it's still happening.
Can you hear me
Freezing
now?
And then coming back. I can hear you, but you've been freezing and then coming back for brief periods.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out every now and then.
I don't know. Very good. So, as you burn them, you start hearing voices. Start hearing pleas mixed in with echoes of the unborn.
Ooh.
Every seed screams like a giant. Each of them now that has lost its purpose and is burned releases this burden, this pain, and you can feel it all over you as the fire lifts it up. Your breath hastens. You can feel it through the grills of your mask, of your helmet. Only the familiar smell of the promethium grounds you, allows you to see things clearly, allows you to see through the lies, the deception of whatever it is that was in these seeds, whatever it is that was that wanted to come out and take over this world, to doom the thousands, the millions, the billions of people of the system. It is cleansed, it's purified. It is as dead.
Sorry.
It's as dead as can be.
You are nothing but cancerous tumors upon this world, and you have been excised to the will of me and my brother. You will not have this world or any of the other in the Allfather's domain, so long as I draw breath. And he will walk away.
With these last words, the beaten entities that resided in those seeds will scream for one last time. As the promethium burns them to the last. Lucian, you see a column of smoke in the distance, and you see and hear Ingvar coming back, his jetpack roaring in the skies.
Everything went well, Yngvar?
Its death cries are already dying in the wind.
Then I guess we rally the PDFs and get to investigating, make sure there are no more that have fed through the seeds and fruits of it.
Let us do it. And yeah, we'll gather up our PDF guys and their chimeras, and well, I guess the first thing we'll do is, we'll have them take us to any sites that they know of where there are, I can't remember the term. Doesn't matter. Term Ingvar would use is just outside people, the people who live outside the cities. He's not going to use their slang.
Mm-hmm. Chaplain Elizar is also going to meet with these outside people. People are generally leading you to wherever he was also going. And they lead you to one of the biggest settlements outside the city, where it is rumored that hundreds, if not thousands, of people live. It is, of course, deep in the fields, and it's mostly hidden to the naked eye, save for a few buildings that stand out, slightly taller than the tallest crops. Trying to think of a suitable map.
What was the last bit you cut out?
I have forgotten.
Oh.
That there's only a few buildings that stand out from the tallest crops.
What you
Ooh,
do?
yeah.
You walk.
This is just outside the city.
Why is it like this now?
Ignore the warp anomalies. Ignore the skulls.
Warp stuff. This is your department, Lucian. I just hit things.
Okay. The chaplain, of course, is way ahead. There are small PDF elements around in this small camp. This is where you are directed by the populace and the PDF. And you are offered a Chimera transport to take you there. Huge guardsman. It's better. Oh, the apothecary will also be accompanying you. And yeah. There's also loads of farming equipment laying around. Some are abandoned due to them being damaged beyond repair, or the machine spirits have something wrong with them, or it was just not worth the effort to retrieve them. The scavies, of course, have made sure to take any useful parts away And they've left behind only husks, dead machines. Like these ones. When you approach the camp, you see the guardsmen lined up, and they are praying. And they're doing an okay job of it. They're not doing it as intensely as the last two individuals you saw. Of course, it doesn't seem like these their lives are depending on it. When they see you approaching, they stand at attention and stop their praying.
It looks like Brother Elazar has been through here. I can hear it.
And the apothecary will point towards the praying guardsman.
And when you hear this, what comes to your ears?
Being used to screams of pain and agony of the apothecarium, it is a welcome change of pace. Welcome change of tune.
I can imagine. Must be some peace here for you, brother.
It is indeed. I made sure to give precise orders and instructions to my serfs and other initiate apothecaries on our bodyguards for coming down here to have my mind at ease that nothing's going sideways up there, and while I am down here, seeing that you have done your job properly, brothers, I can, let's say, indulge in a less dense endeavor. Taking samples of both the planetary populace and any form of fauna and flora that I might find here is going to be a walk in the park. I do not expect any threats to pop up after we burn the seeds. I think our biggest issue is making sure our brother chaplain doesn't go become doesn't go overzealous. He'll throw himself a boulder on anything. Also, this being in...
Oh, yeah.
This planet being an outer world, I can see its populace is being well fed. Since they do have many opportunities to ship their grain and other products to other planets, it seems that they haven't withheld these resources from their own citizens. One of the benefits of not being visited by rogue flames very often, as I have come to realize.
There is some inequity here. For those who live outside of settlements, they are given less, it would appear. There have been, I would not call it a riot, but strong emphasis in protest. Given what we saw and what I imagine you will see here, they appear to be less nourished than the general population.
I understand. Though it might be that the native populations do not see eye to eye with the Imperium. They might see us as invaders taking over their planet. They would much rather live on it on their own without our Emperor's blessings and gifts. They have chosen their own fate. They have chosen to live on the fringes of our society, and they bear the consequences of it. As long as they do not cause any problems, as long as they do not veer towards a darker path, I shall accept them as they are. Let's meet them then.
Very well.
Hmm. You can see these people have settled in an abandoned sort of facility that the Imperium has no longer use for. And you can hear sort of arguing, shouting, and it is evident the chaplain is in the middle of it. They are not agreeing with whatever it is he's saying.
I want to get close enough to hear what's being said.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad idea to say no to a chaplain.
Yeah.
That's a barrier.
It is, yes, it's a fence. It is the shortest way to go there. The chaplain either jumped over or went around. It doesn't seem like he went through it or tore it apart to...
How tall is the fence?
It's chest high for a space marine. It is a bit taller than a regular human.
Okay, I will try to jump over it. I
Yeah.
don't have a jetpack, so that's all I can do.
Yep. Ingvar will.
Mm-hmm. You can do so easily
with his
enough.
jetpack.
Show off.
Yeah.
The apothecary will jump over it as well. Man. Perilous will hover over it. Okay. Now, the chaplain is preaching the Emperor's truth to these people. And they claim to have heard it before. And just like the first time, they still do not see any point. Just like they were part of humanity before, they remain to be so now. And whatever the chaplain is saying is new to them, and it might as well be him that is talking nonsense. And having, as he says, heretical views, and not them.
This is gonna go bad. But I don't know how to stop it.
There are very few servitors present. Very old servitors. Their still human parts are wrinkled, withered, worn down by the exposure to the elements, and their machine parts are rusted and slow. They haven't been kept very well. This used to be a generator, no longer working, no longer in use. And this is where these people live. The psychic woman you met is not in this settlement.
Okay.
It was in a settlement closer to the city.
That's good to know. All right, I think I have an angle. I'm going in. Is it weird that I'm more stressed than I was during the plant fight right now? I almost want to go, Brother Chaplain, what a coincidence to see you here. No, we're not doing that.
Did you come here often?
Right. Okay, solution. Potential solution. Chaplain, I am sure that these people's ways are strange and a bit far from the course of standard Imperial creed, but when you look at them, can you blame them? Look around here. Look at how little of the Imperium's light shines here. Their servitors are falling apart. All the machinery here has been neglected by the bureaucrats and techno-priests that would normally be in charge of maintaining them. These people have no reason to, if only because those who are responsible for shining the Empire's light upon everyone have failed to do so.
Is their miserable condition really somebody else's fault? Or have they rejected the aid given to them by the governors of this planet? Because to me, it appears that they would much rather live in these awful conditions rather than become one with the Emperor's light. Maybe they choose to follow the Diviner's lead. As I hear her divinations are gospel for these people. I have a single question for them. Do you think what she sees, her visions of the future, are given to her by our holy Emperor? Do you believe it is him that guides her points her gaze down the correct path, so that through her you might find his truth? Answer me.
You can attempt a scrutiny -20 test to read the situation a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's gonna put me... Oh, boy. I could potentially still make it. Okay. Where are my dice? I put them over here. You said -20, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Understandable.
That is a big ol' fail.
Mm-hmm. No. You see one of them approaching the chaplain, cutting through the crowd a little bit. They let him through when they see him. It's an old, scrawny man. He appears to be the same age as the servitors, roughly. And as he approaches the chaplain, you can hear the chaplain's breathing through the box again, similar to how he was breathing when he was checking on the individuals of the holding cells. Damn it. The man will look the chaplain straight in the eyes through his helmet and say, "Our guide, our diviner, sees the truth. And if your emperor sees the same truth, then we follow the same path. We know that our ways have saved us through countless distractions and maladies on this planet, and any other planet that people like us have traveled in the days of old, in the thousands of years, way before any of you came around. Has the Emperor given you divinations to save your kind? The chaplain's breathing quickens.
You might have been...
Yep.
Vox.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Lucian, they're following the path of a psyker. Maybe you can step in and show them how your powers are similar and granted through the Emperor's grace. I don't know what to do.
Unfortunately, I'm not that well versed in divination. Can't exactly do anything at the moment without blood being spilt. Sure, wait, I can do one thing.
Oh, okay. Anything.
I try inspire.
This will be fun.
Inspire.
Manifest it. Yep. Bolster comrades by sending waves of reassurance and calmness. Number of targets equal to Psyker's PR rating. Immediately overcome the effects of pining and gain plus 10 resistance against fear.
Mm-hmm. You got a 1?
Oh, that's a 1. Chaplain and the old man.
The old man was doubtful, and even if it wasn't showing, he was very afraid of the chaplain. And as the chaplain continues to speak to the old man and tell him how the diviner they are following has to be a servant of the emperor, otherwise they are following a false guide, and the only outcome of this would be damnation. And the old man says back that their ways are older than those of the emperor, and this conversation has been going on for a few minutes. And with each passing moment, the chaplain becomes less and less accepting, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian manifests a psychic power. And the chaplain, the old man, and some people in his immediate vicinity turn to him and take deep breaths. And the chaplain says,
Do you see, old man? Do you feel it? Do you see it? Do you know now what it is I speak of? Now you understand his word. Now you are ready to receive his message. Now you are ready to follow. Pray then. Call out his name. Step into his light.
the old man, wide-eyed, looks at Lucian. And the rest of the people around look at the old man and how he's going to react to this. They can see Lucian being the center of this little circle here. And everybody is holding their breath in anticipation. The old man says, I see now his power, his might, his light. I've been following blindly all those years. Never having felt any presence, any touch. He falls to his knees and crawls towards Lucian. Shit. I see now that she was a prophet. And he calls her a word in these people, not dialect, in their language. You can attempt a linguistics test if you have that. Yes, I think Space Marines all have the linguistic skill trained, so you can attempt a linguistics test. -10. It's not low Gothic, it's not high Gothic.
We have high Gothic and... Okay, so... Okay, yeah, we can try that.
Ooh, rolling hot today.
Low intelligence.
You know.
That's funny. I guess technically he speaks... my headcanon is he speaks Fenrisian, so I suppose in a certain way it makes sense.
You can understand that the old man is calling the woman diviner not the prophet, it's a wayfinder for the emperor. That her teachings, her guiding, was an extension of the emperor's truth. And having felt the inspiration, being spiritually, mentally touched, he realizes the emperor's superiority. Now, what he, the old man, I mean, and the rest of the people consider the emperor to be might be completely different to what your brother chaplain or you might consider him to be, might be very different. But as you also know, that is almost always the case. Brother Chaplain Elizar appears to be satisfied with the result. He takes out a very long scroll and begins to chant, to pray. And he urges the people around to follow. It's a prayer for those that have long stayed away from his light. And it's a call for them to join in. And some do come closer and join in the praying. But there are still individuals that are staying further back and are still silent. They're not so easily convinced. A bunch of them have lined up in front of the chaplain as he sort of brands them, but not like with a burning iron or anything. It's a form of ritual that has the chaplain go from individual to individual, and he grabs their hands and forms them into the Imperial Aquila and squeezes them in this form so hard that some of them break. Sometimes they are in pain as this happens, and it is to remind them that following the Emperor's path is painful, and this pain is the reward for being in the right path. It is the pain they have to undertake to serve him. It is the difficult path. It is a hard path that the strength of their will help them through. And
Are we the baddies? I feel like we're the baddies.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, you're right. Pain is a reward. That's totally lawful good.
Yes, lawful good. Yes. Totally not lawful neutral evil.
it says Warhammer 40k on the cover, right?
Yeah.
And when all the people around the chaplain have joined in this ritual, he will shout that everybody may hear again a single word.
Pray.
And the people will indeed do so. The ones that have been convinced, anyway. And he will ask to know where the diviner is. And one of these people will inform him of her location, that she is at the settlement nearest to the city.
Follow me, brothers. Help me carry the torch of the Emperor's light to the rest of these people. Help me save their souls. Help me guide them.
It shall be done.
And indeed, he goes to the settlement where she is. Not too dissimilar to this one. For every reason. And now that he has a following of these people, the old man, first and foremost, people are mostly shocked. They have not realized what has happened. They do not know what all this is about. And the chaplain will start to preach, showing these people as an example to be mimicked, to be followed. And he will ask to meet with this diviner. People are protective of her. They don't want him anywhere near her. And he has to take care of a couple of them to approach her as they try to block his path. These guys, the ones that have started following the chaplain, they will try to convince their kinsmen that the diviner has been receiving these visions and precognitions from the emperor, a powerful individual that has sent the chaplain here to give them a more direct message, a more palpable message, to be their leader, to be their guide, to be their spiritual focus. and that they have to listen to him. They have to follow his message and not stand in his way as these two have. The woman does not appear to be afraid of him. She doesn't hide from him. And as the two meet, the chaplain immediately asks,
Who do you serve, witch?
to which she replies that she serves the people of this planet. All her visions have had only one purpose: to keep them safe, to help them prosper, to aid them. And the chaplain will ask,
Who gives you these visions?
and she will answer that they come to her, carried by the wind. The shifting currents, the gusts, the gales that slither between the endless crops of this planet. She claims to be able to hear the very breath of the planet. She claims that she sees more planets like this one when she looks up at the stars. And the chaplain will ask,
Do you see his light? Do you feel his powerful gaze upon you?
to which she will answer, there are many that gaze through the cosmos, many that shine bright. The chaplain will remain silent for a moment, expecting her to continue. And she says, the winds carry the whispers of many. Some that have now gone silent. I see less lights. I have less visions. The chaplain breathes heavily.
Allow me to clear your vision.
Gaze upon the stars once again, woman. Do you see the lights you speak of? Whoops.
Do you see the lights you speak of? Do you see them one by one burn out? There is one that has burned and will remain the brightest forever. One that is eternal. One that never dims. One that will forever lead us. One that will forever show us the way. Look upon it now. Let its light shine bright upon your soul. Open your senses to it. Let none other sway you from it. Let it inside you. Be one with it. Embrace it. Do you see? Do you feel? Do you know? Do you realize his greatness?
As she has turned her eyes upwards towards the bright midday sky, where there is only one star visible to the naked eye, that of the star system, the sun of this star system. She does not speak. The chaplain will level his bolter to her head. Expecting her next words. She says,
I see him.
and you see the chaplain's trigger finger ease, slowly moving away from the trigger. There is a grimace of pain in her face. She grits her teeth.
I see others. They approach me. They speak to me.
Pray.
She begins to pray to the Emperor. And passes out. The people gather around her, worried that something bad must have happened to her. They demand answers from the chaplain, though he has none to give. No words can describe what has just happened, as some things are better left unknown. The old man will get up at a heightened spot and will begin to preach the chaplain's words, repeating what he has been saying all this time to all the people he's been meeting, to whoever needed to hear them anyway. He seats, he holsters his bolter, raises his crosium in the air, shouts a quick blessing to everyone, and will say through the Vox link with you.
That was a challenge, brothers. A test of faith. Glad for them. They have passed. Finish your business here. I have concluded mine.
He will linger a little bit to see if anybody is doing anything sus, to see how people are reacting to this, see if the woman regains her senses and how she acts.
Anything?
She regains her senses. Initially, she does not speak. She has her face deep in her arms, in her hands, and begins to cry. She says,
It hurts.
the people surrounding her try to console her, try to help her, see if there's a specific body part that's starting, if it's her head. They tell her that she needs to rest. Brother Amael pushes some of them to the side with ease and approaches the woman and asks her if she will receive his medical assistance. To which she replies positively, and he will conclude. Yeah, it was. Had they used a fate point. He concludes that she will survive, that she is fine. And he will look at the chaplain with a worried look.
What troubles you, brother?
I hope that whatever that was for the best. I do not claim to be an expert in divinity or the imperial truth for that matter. But I, for certain, know that this was not so different to the cause we claim to fight against.
I think Ingvar's just gonna sit in silence on that one.
I understand your skepticism, brothers. It troubles me too.
Let us finish up our duties. I'm
Agreed.
starting to dislike staying on this planet.
Yes. It's going to leave a foul taste in my mouth that will take a long time or a lot of ale to wash away. So, I'm trying to think. I mean, I know, so we were asked to investigate. We kind of figured out, I mean, we found the chaos influence, it's gone. Then we needed to give a report on the readiness of the PDF. Is that right? Or was there more
I think so, yeah.
that I'm forgetting?
Mm-hmm.
That should be it.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we need to deal with the PDF then. It's the last thing on our list.
No, we just need to write a report on how ready they are and basically, tell the watch captain, hey, these people are not ready at all. They need extensive retraining and redisciplining.
I think it's
They're-
besides making a report about them, I think we were also supposed to make sure they are ready.
Oh, okay.
Was it where we had to make them ready, or just make a report of their combat effectiveness? I can't remember.
Definitely make a report. I wouldn't say you are expected to train them up to standards in the context of a single excursion. It would be the duty of a quote-unquote retired space marine, one that has been injured beyond, well, not to a dreadnought level of injuries, but to an extent that he's no longer in top shape, so he would be responsible either for training new recruits or to train Imperial troops of any kind. It wouldn't be your duty to do that. A report would be sufficient.
And
Yes.
I guess we just need to make our report.
I box for a Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk.
pick us up and take us back to the
Mhm.
battle barge. To the righteous glory.
That's what I have at the ready for now. A Valkyrie is what you get.
We get the peasant ship, of course.
The Honda Civic.
By the way,
Eventually.
before you explicitly said it's not a dreadnought, when you were first talking about that, I was just imagining a dreadnought coming down and re-instructing the troops, and it is the funniest thing ever.
That'd be very interesting and very scary for the PDF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
they'd never forget those lessons.
They better not, or they're gonna get squished.
A 20,000-year-old guy tells you to hold your last gun properly. And you can just look the contempt in through the dreadnought's sarcophagus, looking at the PDF like, are you fucking kidding me?
That regiment is gonna be one of the best trained ones ever. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, this agri world will fall to nothing. Abaddon's 14th Black Crusade could come here and it would be rebuffed. But yeah, I think our work is done here. Besides making the report, but that can happen on the ship.
It's gonna be one long paperwork.
Yeah.
To the spaceship. Is there anything else to pick up from here? I don't think so.
Oh, one
Yeah.
quick thing. He will vox the planetary governor just to let him know that they need to send some missionaries or Baldric and his scrapper, and they need to be carefully monitored for the next several months to ensure their purity. But he will do that in departure.
The thing, the chaplain already did that.
Oh, I thought he was telling us we needed to do that. Well, if he already did it, then yeah, we won't do it.
Let's see. 50-50 chance. No. He told a random arbiter to do it. Well, the arbiters have a form of power. They do have influence. But if it's a like line, like a, what are they called? Like a private arbiter, then, well, you have to tell someone higher up to do shit. It would probably be the arbiter himself keeping an eye out to the two prisoners rather than have some missionaries do it. He would take it up as his personal duty, especially if it comes from a chaplain.
No, okay, then yeah, I guess no need for that final vox. We're back.
A Thunderhawk swoops down to the planet, picks you up, and brings you to the righteous glory once again, where you exist in multiple iterations. Let's bring you back to size. Huge apothecary. Okay. Here is a data slate to write your report upon.
There we go. Ready to report.
Watch Master Cacus is satisfied with the result. He commends your efforts. And he also wants a detailed report from the chaplain. The apothecary's work was pretty much done, and there were no new clues or any new notable occurrences to speak of. You can hear the chaplain gloss over what he did, how things turned out, and it's not that he's like hogging all the glory or anything. It's just that he emphasizes too much on the religious aspect of it, on the divinity of the emperor and how these people of the planet saw the correct path. And Watchmaster agrees with him, sees that it was a sort of a mandatory thing to happen, because sooner or later, if these people weren't following the Emperor's light, they would inevitably fall into stranger, alien, or possibly even worse forces. And he did well to shield their minds and their souls by bringing them into the Emperor's light. And also, for Master Chaplain Elizar, there is another quest. He is to have a word with a certain marine aboard the vessel, and he's off to do that. Gladly.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
That's right, dickhead. That's what you get. You're not allowed to beat me. I'm the main character.
Do I have any other Space Marine sounding like voice options?
Congratulations, brothers. You have made me proud once again. You have saved countless Imperial lives. And most importantly, you have freed us of this system. We can now move on to more active overzones, ones that have
That is wonderful to hear. Oh, go ahead.
and hidden enemies. Ones that present themselves openly on the battlefield. No more need for subtlety. No more need for small and careful actions. We can finally take our enemies on head to head.
That is good to hear.
What wonderful news. As much glory as there is in saving Imperial lives, I was getting restless and wanting to rip something apart.
As did I, brother. this sector. Andari, Drukari, or anyone that it might be. Whatever it is that they are doing, it is attracting chaos forces. The plan is to take out the Eldar leadership, the Eldar elements that are active in this sector, and thus dissuade the Chaos worshippers from coming here en masse, and then sticking out and taking them out one by one before they manage to group up. I hope you have prepared your anti-shuriken power armor sets, others. We will need them.
We will be ready.
Yes, let us make ready. I'm eager to spill the blood of Eldar, especially those drawing the ruinous powers here. And I will destroy any chaos forces that get between me and my targets.
It is unknown what the Eldar aim to do exactly. I believe we will find out when we come into contact with them. However, it is of minor importance. Our number one priority is to eliminate them.
Good. I will be looking forward to hearing their screams under my chainsword.
Your seal lights failing my test too, brother. I will be happy to fight alongside you. Now, for the PDF condition of this planet. I can see it is in sorry condition. Maybe Brother Chaplain will come up with a contestant with a suitable candidate to undertake the duty of training up these men and women. Else we will call upon either any Imperial element that would be happy to train the PDF and get recruits as a form of compensation, or maybe a Astartes chapter could spare a veteran or two to assure the quality of this planet's militants. Regardless, we all should rest for the precious moments we have until our next fight.
Indeed.
Understood.
Brother Amael, I want you to make sure every Marine is in top condition. Everybody is healthy and rested. I will be contacting you soon to brief you for your next assignment. The Emperor protects.
And Watchmaster Cacus will move back towards the bridge to his own duties.
I thought this endeavor might not have been very worthy of us, but it was definitely a noteworthy one. If you ever come to write it down and leave an indelible mark in the annals of history for our librarian for a library, I will make sure to direct new recruits to read it. There are many invaluable lessons for them to learn from it.
I will be happy to write an accounting of our mission upon this agri-world. And I will be sure to include all elements of it, including the ones that are perhaps less exciting, so that our recruits understand that sometimes our work is not only bloody battles fought against our enemies, but investigations and understanding of people of the Imperium.
After all, the people of the Imperium are who we fight for. They are who we protect. It is important to know that. Agreed. Though, Lucian, I do not have the level of awareness as you have when it comes to subjects of the materium. I want to ask you this though. I am sure down there you have seen, you have perceived things that not everybody can. Not everybody might be willing to acknowledge. So I have a question. Is there...
By the answers, I will answer.
Is there something worse out there than mere curious scabbies and desert people? Is there something that normal individuals cannot see? Is there a threat looming over us all? Are we in danger that we cannot even perceive?
The warp hides many things. It is only through our luck that we have the Emperor that protects us from them.
Sometimes I fear that Brother Elizar might be right about some things.
And with this comment, Amael and Verilis will salute, and they will return to the apothecarium. servitors are there to receive your weapons for repairs and maintenance. And the tech priest here will give you a detailed report of your accuracy, of your efficiency, and any other statistics you might be interested in. Without any how can I say this? The tech priest makes sure that you are aware of the areas where you lack. For example, if you had bad accuracy for any reason, it's in bold letters rather than a regular print. And it also has some comments next to these areas. For example, you are supposed to parry when such and such happens instead of attempting to jump over the opponent and come to them from above, because if you don't parry the blow, you're gonna be dead. And so on. There is also a small demonstration of how to properly dodge a malicious root, a malicious branch that might be coming after you. You can imagine a low-res animation that shows a marine properly jumping over it versus a marine that tries to shoot the root and ends up being ground to paste by the thorns and brambles of the root. Make sure to follow instructions next time.
In front of the tech priest, Yingvar is going to crumple up the report, drop it on the ground, step on it, turn on his heel, and walk away, and say in the private vox, "This data-pushing machine man thinks that he can tell us how to do our job better when we were the ones in the field facing creatures. I say pay it no mind, brother. I'm going to have something. Would you like to join me?"
Why not? Lead the way.
Back to his chamber where he has his stash, which is actually starting to run low a little bit. But then he'll take it to the mess. And he pours you a drink and says, "To saving those we are meant to protect, and victories found with great effort. Skull." And he will down his ale. Pretty much in one go. Yeah, in one go. I'll say in one go this time.
All right, bottoms up. Downs it, drops it immediately because of the ale. Not used to
Not used to ingesting poison, actually capable of making space marines drunk. Yeah.
Hey, imagine that, yeah.
No, they make it. They actually make two kinds, the space wolves. There's the Fenrisian ale and then a type of mead called Njord, I think is how it's pronounced. But yeah, if a normal human drinks either of those, they just flatline instantly. It'd be like drinking gasoline, essentially.
Alright. That concludes the agri world pretty much. A successful endeavor. Despite what the statistics say.
Uh-oh.
That really concluded. He froze.
Oh, he might have cut out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah,
you
he
now.
cut out there.
Okay. That concludes the agri world. It was a successful endeavor despite what the tech priest statistics say. We had some
Cool.
chaplain action. You made it out alive, uncorrupted. And this will be it for today's session. Thank you for playing, everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll be seeing you on the next one.